you guys are brothers, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is this, a family business or what? You know, they say for Italians, this is skilled labor, you know that?
No, actually, I'm a rich millionaire. You see, my doctor told me to get out and carry golf bags a couple of times a week.
Hey, you're a funny kid, you know? Yeah, what time you do back in Boys Town? There we are now. Albert Einstein gave me this, you know? Yeah. Nice man, nice man. Made a fortune in physics.
Hey, I'm right out. Hey, John.
Not that you two. All of you. I want you out of...
The funniest and best moments of Rodney Dangerfield. In stand-up comedy, most performers try their best to look cool and anxious face. And boom, the entire room would go completely out of control. There was the President of the United States sitting in the front row, or the biggest late-night host on television.
With me, nothing comes easy. I met the Surgeon General. He offered me a cigarette.
Rodney spared no one. And the funniest part? He spent his entire career claiming he got no respect.
I said, okay, I'm game, and he shot me.
Today, we're diving into the most iconic and chaotic Rodney Dangerfield moments. The hosts completely lost control of their own shows. Appearing on Johnny Carson's show was a make-or-break moment for any comedian.
All right now, but last week I was in rough shape, you know? Yeah, last week my wife signed me up for a bridge club. I jump off next Tuesday. I mean, last week nothing went right. I bought a waterbed. There were 2 Cuban guys swimming in it looking for Florida. I went to the track, too. That was a beauty. I shot off the opening gun. They killed my horse. I'll tell you, nothing works out. My car broke down again. I got a car, I got nothing but trouble. Every Sunday I take my family out for a push.
But for Rodney, it was his personal playground. Whenever Rodney stepped onto the set,
my wife drove the car. She cracked it up, went into a tree. Told me it wasn't her fault. She blew the horn. My wife isn't too smart, you know. One night she went out, some guy stole the car. I said to her, do you see what he looked like? She told me she got the license plate number. I told her our kid is spoiled. She told me a lot of kids smell that way, you know?
his body language made him look like a man who had just narrowly escaped a major disaster.
I tell you, it's tough to stay married to my wife. How do you think I feel? She kissed the dog on the lips and she won't drink from my glass. I mean, as always, my wife's father, he just moved in too, has electronic pacemaker. Every time he sneezes, the garage door opens. I tell you, life isn't easy. My psychiatrist told me I'm going crazy. I said to him, if you don't mind, I'd like a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly too.
He didn't rely on long setups or complex stories. His formula was straightforward, non-stop, self-deprecating punchlines, one after another.
Oh, I'm ugly. Halloween, I open the front door, kids give me candy. My dog found out we look alike. He killed himself. I was an ugly kid, too. I worked in a pet store. People kept asking how big I get. This whole section over here was. And I was ugly in my sandbox. The cat kept covering me up all the time, you know?
He took shots at his marriage, his health, and his own looks with jokes no one else would dare deliver.
You know, what a childhood I had. My mother never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend. Kids today is different. They got it too good. They don't appreciate it either. Last Christmas, my kid wanted a BB gun. I gave him a BB gun. He gave me a sweatshirt with a bullseye in the back.
And the most brilliant part? Whenever Rodney forgot a line or stumbled, he never tried to hide it.
Smart kid I got the other day. I told him about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and a butcher. I tell you, my whole life is pressure. Nothing but pressure. This pressure is like a heaviness, always on top of me, this heaviness, since I'm a kid. Other people wake up in the morning, new day, up and at 'em. I wake up, the heaviness is right there waiting for me. And sometimes I even talk to it, and I say, hi, heaviness.
Instead, he turned the mistake into the joke itself. Even a seasoned professional like Johnny Carson found himself completely helpless in front of him.
If looks back at me today, you're going to get it good, you know. We'll be drinking early today. And I don't want to drink. I'm a bad drinker. When I drink the next day, I got to do 2 things. I try and locate my car, and I got to bring back the car I took. I'm a bad.
Knowing Rodney could say absolutely anything on live television.
You know the trouble with me? I appeal to everyone who can do me absolutely no good.
In 1981, Rodney Dangerfield was invited to perform at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C.
I mean, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't got no respect at all. Do you kidding?
The room was packed with high-ranking politicians, dignitaries, and President Ronald Reagan himself.
This afternoon, I was in a bar. They told me to get out. They wanted to start the happy hour. I mean, it's not easy being me. Well, last week my house was on fire. My wife told the kids, be quiet. You wake up Daddy. No, but I tell you, I finally got some respect. They asked me here tonight, you know. And I tell you, I'm surprised I'm here. I mean, I voted for Randolph Scott.
Protocol demanded a formal, reserved evening. But Rodney, he didn't care much for protocol. The second he stepped on stage, he shattered the room's tension in a single instant. By the 1990s, Rodney was a new generation of hosts like Conan O'Brien and Jay Leno were always a bit nervous having him on, because Rodney had become even more unfiltered with age. Rodney appeared on Conan in 1997. He was 75 years old, yet his raw energy and lethal timing were as sharp as ever. Jokes on live TV that felt like they were never meant to be broadcast. He never tried to look cool or suave. He turned embarrassment and failure into his ultimate weapon to maintain a polished image. Rodney exposed his own flaws and bad luck